The world is or is not coming to an end in December 2012, but there will be mass panic from September 2012 and society will collapse. You may be watching this from the links on the Philip 2012 Facebook page. If you are, you will know I am not going to bullshit you or waste my life talking to people that only find the 20 reasons why they should not take notice of this and can't find the one reason why they should take notice of this. December 2012. I have painted a doomsday picture for you because what might happen might end up happening and become the doomsday scenario. Many people are watching YouTube videos like the ones I have put on the Philip 2012 channel, and some are worrying about what might happen. I recommend you watch them with a pinch of salt, but also with an open mind. So far, from my calculations, these doomsday videos have received over 100 million hits in total. Effectively, that is 1 in 60 people of the world's population have clicked on them and are talking about the Mayan calendar and the Planet X. And what might happen, and I predict will happen, is people will panic and start to hoard food. Forget the Mayan calendar and Planet X and start to realize there is a new threat to humanity, which I will title the YouTube effect. And this YouTube effect may cause governments to act strictly and possibly violently. There will be a big rise in people killing people and a massive rise in violence due to uncontrollable panic amongst the people in the world that have watched, talked, and know about these coming events. It is not the events these videos predict that may or may not cause the panic, but the running up to these events that will be the issue. Now I ask yourself this, why should you bother listening to this? Well, one reason, and the most important reason, is you will be the few that will be the first to prepare and not the last to miss out. I ask you, do you want egg on your face if nothing happens? I don't mind having egg on my face to help you survive through this. I will be happy if these events don't happen, but will be prepared if they do, and with my friends who will be too. But if you are worried about getting egg on your face, think this. When things start to kick off, others will be getting the food, water, clothing and fuel before you, which means less of a chance for you and your family to survive. Grasp the theory? So if you want the best chance of getting the food, water, clothing and fuel, risk having egg on your face. Others will join this page and be said the same thing too, but I know for sure it won't be all the 6 billion people on this planet, but those on the Philip 2012 Facebook page that will secure their chance of keeping their eyes open, being aware of what is and when it is happening, as I will be mentoring you and them, so everyone will have the important information, ideas and tips to prepare for September 2012. Not December 2012, but September 2012. I will explain shortly. When people run around screaming while you keep your head, it means they know something you don't. Now let's look at what happened in the UK when petrol got to 80p per litre 10 years ago, and to think it is now £1.20 per litre. There was a blockade by lorry drivers at the petrol plants, which ended within 48 hours pumping dry all the petrol stations in the UK. That situation happened very quickly, and I bet those who blockaded the petrol plants filled their petrol tanks first and obtained extra cans of petrol for themselves, as they knew what was going to happen. Leaving, panicking people at the last minute to get their petrol. Some of my friends said, "What are you panicking about? Nothing's going to happen." Well, they like the others, who said, "If people don't panic, there won't be a shortage of petrol." They ended with no petrol, because many, and not the majority of the human race, are self-protective, and when a situation like that happens, they only think of themselves, leaving the majority without. This is why we have to keep an eye open on what is happening around us and the YouTube effect. That is happening right now and will carry on over the next 3 years. What am I going to do for the members of the Philip 2012 Facebook page? 1. Keep you up to date with the public perceptions, watch these supposedly coming events, and how many people are reacting to the YouTube effect. And remember this, the more people who watch these videos will become more edgy as these events draw nearer. That will in turn be the cause of what my vision is about. 2. I am going to chat with you and hopefully answer your questions online, so you will be able to talk to me and feel confident and not too scared, as some of you are becoming. 3. I will be posting blogs to keep you up to date with what is happening and what I am planning and or doing. 4. I will be sourcing all kinds of information from lists of the most important things you have with you: food, water, clothing and fuel, where it is the cheapest to obtain, where and how to store it, what clothing and materials to get, and what weapons you will need. As you may find, people will kill you to get your stuff for them to survive. Where to be at certain time, what to do before, during and after the events, possibly all together in small or large survival groups. 5. What the government is up to and intends to do. How you can organise through your local authorities safe havens and prepare for the situation. I will try to find out what the governments may be preparing, helping society get through this and back on its feet, or if the bad stuff in these YouTube videos of the Mayan calendar and Planet X happen, the rebuilding of the human race. I'll be offering more and more information if you join my The Philip 2012 Facebook page. If nothing happens, let's be thankful, relieved, and get on with life using the things we have stored, as they won't be wasted. Used for the event or not, they will not go to waste, but one thing is for sure, you will have a chance for the future, or not, depending on what you choose to do. What is going to happen? The world is or is not coming to an end in December 2012, but whatever happens, there is going to be panic. Before the year 2000, there was speculation and worry around the world that all the planes were going to drop out the skies because of the millennium bug. Now we all know that did not happen, because the world governments made sure it didn't by grounding all the flights. People were too bothered with partying the new year in than the millennium bug, as we had something to occupy us at the time of which was hailed to be a real threat to modern technology. But the crux of the matter is, there was a possibility that something was going to happen, and the government's prepared. Other plans that were set in place was the army and police were on alert in case the bug did happen, as this would have thrown society into a non-digital world, and that would stop petrol pumps, electricity, water, gas from working. Food supplies would be affected, as everything is controlled by microchips and computers. That would of course cause panic with the people, resulting in rush to stock up on food and necessaries. I too was busy partying, and because YouTube wasn't about, I didn't know much or care about it, as I thought, bollocks, it won't happen. I was right, like many. But what if YouTube was around then? Would we all have panicked before the new year, and all hoarded food, drink, etc.? These videos on YouTube are more dangerous to us than what they are about. The YouTube effect is going to wake up the world to a time when the world possibly went mad, because of the freedom of information and how YouTube might have caused it. The problem is the amount of material on YouTube that shows evidence from valid and important organisations, specialist people and TV documentaries who are telling us of this great event that is going to happen in December 2012. There was even a film made titled 2012, and if you haven't watched it, watch it, as it will give you an idea of the worst scenario that might happen. Why was that made? To tell us what might be coming? Together with Nostradamus, the Incas, Mayan calendar, Roman, Greek, Egyptian and Chinese civilizations, and even our own old Mother Shipton, they all were or had prophets and soothsayers, all telling us of these coming events. Scrolls, paintings, drawings, tablets and writings. Even the Bible is now telling us of the signs that it is the time. You may say all this is crap. Well, look at it this way.